Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's official prices. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Alright, so we got this week's official prices for all the Kill Team stuff in USD and also Canadian as well. So getting started, we have the Kill Team Hivestorm new boxed game. This is the new edition of Kill Team, and it's coming in at a total of $230 USD or $280 Canadian. So right in line with what we were predicting. Definitely a little bit on the pricey side compared to some of the previous Kill Team box sets, but right in line with what Games Workshop has been doing for like the starters and the battle forces and whatnot. There is a lot of value in this box set, as the core book is likely to be priced around like 50 or 60 bucks. The Hivestorm book is probably going to be around 40 bucks individually. The equipment pack is probably around like 45. The card pack is probably around 30. And then we got about $112 in terrain. On top of that, you got the actual fold-out game board as well, which typically runs around like 20 or 30 bucks for those. And then we have two of the kill teams with the tokens as well. So about $140 worth of kill teams. So quite a bit of value in this box set. Definitely worth it if you're interested in the majority of the stuff inside. And I think it'll be relatively popular, but in the past, Games Workshop has produced quite a few of their like starter sets. So I don't think it's going to be tough to get or anything like that. I don't think it's going to sell out. And while I personally like the Scions and also the Vespids, I'm not sure there's a ton of demand from the community for these two teams. As well, they are pretty cool. They're two less popular factions, and people don't seem particularly excited about them. But overall, good box set, 230 bucks or 280 Canadian. No big surprises here at all. All right, and then next we have the core book. So the core book is priced at $60 USD or 75 Canadian. And if you do buy this separately, it is going to be the hardback book as opposed to the softcover book that comes with the box set. But otherwise, same contents inside. And then, of course, it does include the token sheet as well. So 60 or 75 Canadian. And then next we have the Kill Team Upgrade Equipment Pack. So that is coming in at $45 USD or $55 Canadian. So while this is a pretty cool pack of stuff right here, definitely some cool looking little scatter terrain and equipment and whatnot. Again, a little bit on the pricey side, as there's really not like a ton here. And because it is two of everything, I do expect this to be like two complete sprues basically, and then one separate sprue with the measuring devices. But I'm not sure if it's an error just in the actual picture itself, or you're only going to get one of the like multi-measurement markers and one of the 6-inch markers. So maybe that'll be like a little sprue of its own. And then we have the Kill Team Approved Ops card deck. So I do expect this to be like 30 or 35 bucks, but it's not specifically listed on the prices. But definitely a necessity if you're looking to play this edition of Kill Team, but it is included in the box set. So overall, if you're going to be playing Kill Team this edition, I really think the box set is a nice deal. But you could alternatively save about 100 bucks and just pick up the book, the card pack, and then the equipment pack and have everything you need to play if you have your own kill teams and terrain and whatnot. But essentially for 100 bucks, you can get all the terrain, the board, and then both of the teams, and then the Hivestorm book as well. So if you are interested in the contents, it's definitely a nice little bundle. And then we have the Killzone Bheta-Decima and Killzone Gallowdark. Again, not on the price list from Games Workshop. I would expect these to be probably priced around 112. More realistically though, Games Workshop's probably going to go 125 on these, as they're definitely creeping up with the prices every time they do a new release, even if it is old stuff that was previously available. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now back to the video. All right, and then next we have all of the individual kill teams. And then once again, Games Workshop did not release the card packs prices for whatever reason. The typical data card packs for like 40K and Sigmar are right around like 35 bucks usually. Now, I want to say that these are going to be cheaper, but knowing Games Workshop, they're probably going to be somewhere between 25 and 35 bucks. So I think it's safe to assume that they're probably going to price them around 30. And again, realistically, I think we're definitely seeing some pretty massive price creep from Games Workshop, where previously you were able to pick up a box set and basically play for like 50 or 60 bucks because all you really needed was a team. Now, if you want the card pack and then the actual team itself, you're talking about closer to like 125, which means throughout this edition, it essentially doubled to how much it costs to play Kill Team. So each of these individual teams is priced differently, so we'll run through all of them. First, we have the Mandrakes, so 80 bucks for them or 95 Canadian, and that is going to include the tokens, but again, the cards are sold separately. And then next we have the Nemesis Claw. They are priced at $75 or $90 Canadian, including that token sheet. And then we have the Kommandos coming in at 70 bucks or $85 Canadian. And then we have the Scout Squad coming in at 80 bucks or $95 Canadian. And then we have the Hernkyn Yaegirs, 65 bucks for them or $80 Canadian, which is definitely interesting because all of the actual boxes are like 10 models, but the Yaegirs are substantially cheaper. I guess because they're like one squad of 10 for like 40K purposes, as where with the other squads, you can potentially run them in 5. So Games Workshop looks at it as 2 squads. But it's no surprise at this point in time that like the points and the actual like model count don't have anything to do with what they're pricing stuff as there's essentially no consistency when they come to pricing stuff anymore. And then next we have the Voidscarred box. Again, this one's 10 models, 65 USD or $80 Canadian. And then we have the Blooded Kill Team, 75 bucks for them or $90 Canadian. And then finally we have the Brood Brothers, 65 bucks for them or $80 Canadian. So definitely a big week for Kill Team releases, a lot of excitement in the community. I know I personally am looking forward to the new box set, the new edition, and putting my Kill Teams back on the table. I hate to see the price creep that has really sunk in on Kill Team though. Some of the individual box squads are definitely on the pricey side, but some of them also are like 5-man units like the Scouts or like the Mandrakes. So I'm not surprised by the increase on the prices on those, as previously you would pick up like 5 of those guys for somewhere around like 45 to 60 bucks. So realistically, you're getting double the models for a little bit more. But there is quite a bit of differentiation between like the individual teams, as some of them are 20 bucks cheaper than others. And while I'm not sure that's a make or break as to what team you play, we're definitely seeing quite a bit of price creep coming into Games Workshop and Kill Team in general. I do think the Hivestorm box is definitely a nice deal relative to the individual components. But it wasn't that long ago that these starter boxes were like 160 or like 180 a piece. And now we're seeing them consistently come out at 230. I do think this box is going to be relatively popular as it is a new edition and there's definitely a lot of hype behind it. But in the past, we have seen Games Workshop massively overproduce these starter boxes for Kill Team and then massively underproduce the expansion boxes. So I do think that there's going to be plenty of these available. I don't think anybody's going to have a problem getting a hold of them. I'm definitely going to be picking up one myself. But in the past, I've usually picked up a couple of these starter boxes as they've been such a good deal and loaded with value. And while this one is pretty nice overall, I'm definitely not feeling that same level of excitement for this one in particular, where I want to grab like multiples of them. The terrain is cool. The teams inside are cool. And overall, it sounds like the edition is going to be pretty fun. But it definitely feels like Games Workshop is trying to nickel and dime us on like the card packs. We'll have to see what the prices come out as. If they're like 20 bucks a team, I definitely think that's nice. But if they're closer to like 30 or 35, like some of the data cards are for 40K and Sigmar, I'm probably going to end up passing on most of those. And it's definitely a bit of a feel bad moment for anybody that grabbed up like the previous expansions to get like the card packs or the books, as they really didn't get a lot of life out of them. But I am super excited for the individual release of the Mandrakes and then also the Night Lords as well. 2 kits that I know people have been super excited to get a hold of. I'm a big fan of the Vespids. I really like the new Tempestus Aquilans as well, but I'm not sure that people are as excited for this box as they have been for some of the previous releases. So let me know what you're most excited about, what you're going to be picking up. How do you feel about the teams in this box set? How do you feel about the value? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on Games Workshop products. And remember, pre-orders go live Friday night or Saturday at midnight EST. And make sure to tell them that Warhammer Man sent you. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.